I didn't think they looked that motivated today, and if I'm honest, I thought there'd be a better reaction to the banner, and Pep never responded to it either. So yeah, tricky times. I'm probably 60-40 in favour of him leaving rather than staying. Right, I reluctly, I obviously want him to stay, but just the point, I don't know, it just doesn't feel quite right at the moment to me.
That's better. That's more.
Today here against Fulham at home in the Premier League, the 1894 group are basically the group of fans who orchestrate the atmosphere and the noise behind the goal in the south stand. I've got a banner which has been funded by themselves and 9320 pod, and they will be holding that up, and it says in Catalan on it, "Please stay, Pep Guardiola," or words to that effect. And Pep was made aware of that at the press conference ahead of this game, which I was at, and he actually, probably jokingly, said, "Oh, I'm going to pay for that, and thanks very much for the support." So I guess I've got to ask people really today, which is a no-brainer answer really, isn't it? How desperate are people for Pep Guardiola, the genius, the man who's brought us all the success, to stay at this club? And I do all this because of the support of people like Amar Development UK, so thanks for their support, to Timpson and to RRG Group. So thanks to them, and thanks to you for contributing, to all the former players and managers who contribute, and for you for watching. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe, it's free, and carry on watching, because who am I going to meet today is the question. Let's find out.
Yeah, I mean, everybody would love him to stay, wouldn't they? What he's achieved is sensational, and he comes over. I've met him a couple of times. He's a great fella, and the success he's brought to the football club, and not just the success, the way they play. It's just enjoyable to watch, and there's lots of stories going on about him at the moment, isn't there? Saw one this morning. He's mentioned for England and whatever. He wouldn't be mentioned for all the top jobs in the world, wouldn't he? So, but let's hope he stays.
As a former City manager, what is his genius?
Well, he's got top players, hasn't he? I've just seen Nicky Summerby coming in. Nicky did well for me, didn't he? But the players are great. But they brought him in with Tiki. They brought the players in. So, and his coaching obviously is second to none.
Well, the fact he's created a massive sense of stability here. Not stability, not only on the field but off the field as well. The whole thing about running the football club is stability, and he's created that. He's created a philosophy about how he wants to play. So when the recruitment team bring players in, they've probably got an idea of what kind of system they're playing, what kind of position they're going to play. So they come with all their boxes ticked before we even start.
So you'll be hoping that he reads that banner in the south stand and actually stays?
Yeah, I hope so. You know, he's not giving any indication that he doesn't want to stay. You know, I think it depends on, unfortunately, how these 115 charges come out, and where he thinks there's still something to be gained by staying.
Going to win today?
I'm a bit concerned because they've got this counter-attack. You know, this Traore, when he was at Wolves, they scored 2 goals on the counter-attack, so I'm a bit concerned about his pace.
The message to be, everyone's behind you. Everyone's behind you. Everyone's been behind you from day one. We've given you what you wanted. You've obviously produced the goods, at this present time, Man City, 115 charges and everything that's around us. I just feel that we all need to be stick together, and just maybe another 2 seasons. I'd be happy with that, and hopefully we can win a few more trophies at the same time. But he's Pep. You're the greatest. You're the greatest for Manchester City, and all doesn't matter whether you like it, people like you or not. Yeah, you're the best, and hope that you stay as a City fan. A true City fan, and there's many of us. We all want you to stay, and so that's please stay. City.
Pep, thank you for what you've done over the last 9 years. It's been amazing though. You've got to do what you got to do. But if you can stay, oh, fantastic though. But the legacy that you've built will carry on forever. But if you stay, please stay. Thank you.
Oh, Pep's a legend. He's changed the game. Actually, I was looking at an old video from like 2004 Premier League, and you see the style and the impact he's had on everybody else. So naturally we want him to stay. You know how many league titles that he's won us. So obviously he's impressive. You know, but he is human. He is a man. He stayed longer than we expected. So fingers crossed. You know, we get him for another good few seasons.
It's not just his winning though, is it? I mean, his character, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, the temperament. You know, like we're built like a family ethos. You know, you see it in how everyone is. You see it on all the Netflix documentaries. You know, you see behind the scenes how, you know, the atmosphere is amazing, and what he's instilled, nobody can replicate that. You know, and obviously as a City fan, you know, lifelong, you know, it kind of worries us. You know, it's like, who's going to come in next? It's something you don't even want to think about. You know, like stay forever, basically. You know, live forever.
What do you think of Pep Guardiola?
Yeah, I fully agree. Yeah, I think he's the best manager of all time, clear of that Sir Alex guy. Yeah, he's won everything there is to win. If he wants to go now, I fully respect it. He's done everything he can in England, and he's done everything for City. So, yeah.
What were you thinking today then? A comfortable win, or are Fulham going to be a challenge?
4-1 City. Haaland hat-trick
win.
and Foden back to his form.
Fulham, any problems?
I don't think so. I mean, I'll be honest, I'm looking at, it'd be nice to have a clean sheet. I think a Haaland 3-0, Haaland first, a hat-trick will be nice. So yeah, let's get it.
Oh, Pep is absolutely a genius, yeah? And the big thing is that he's got this club in his heart, and you can see it on the pitch every day. He makes people better, and he makes our lives better. I love the guy.
How much do you want him to stay then? Because there's going to be a flag up today saying, please stay. You think he'll be convinced?
You know, I don't think he will be. And I think that we've had the best years of Pep, and it might surprise you, but I did wonder why Gundy came back.
I think he might be taking over, is that what you're hinting
And
at?
I think we might even get a double management team for the first time in the Premier League. That's what I think.
Well, I don't see it as a lower team. They're 2 points behind us in the table. They've got a good manager. I think it'll be a tough one today. You know, it's not an easy one for us to do today. I think it's going to be another close one, another tight one. But fingers crossed, we'll do it.
So despite the fact that City have this amazing record at home, and generally sweep teams like this aside, presumably because you're old school and can remember the bad days, you don't take anything for granted.
Absolutely not. And as I say, you know, we've got key men missing today. De Bruyne, Rodri, they're going to come up Fulham thinking, yeah, opportunity. So, yeah, be a tough one, close one today, but hopefully we'll do it.
City are going to win.
Scoreline?
3-0 City.
You're not worried about Fulham, I mean, they're not a bad team.
They're not a bad team, but I feel like we've got used to the games a little bit now. If we find our feet properly, then it won't be too bad.
Fulham were really good. I thought City were a little bit off it, played a little bit too predictable. Fulham should have scored probably 3. But as you know, when you play here, you don't take your chances. City will come back and kill them. So I think they'll make a couple of changes. By looking at it already, Doku looks like he's more also does Savinio. So probably not happy with what he's getting from the wide area. And I expect that City come out second half and be a lot better. So I'm going to go 4-1 in the second half.
And you're obviously an Oasis fan. This is the right club then to come and watch a game.
Yeah, I thought when in Rome, you know, look after, be nice and show a bit of love. But no, Mum's a Oasis fan, I'm not, but I am a Liam and Noel fan up in the Ledge people. So yeah, support where you can, right?
It was okay. I didn't think we played very well, to be honest. But Grealish was poor first half and just a bit disjointed without Rodri or De Bruyne in the middle. But you know, we got the win eventually. It was good.
Do we give Fulham any credit? I thought they played well.
No, they did. They did play well and they attacked well. So I think like potentially they'll take some points off some bigger teams, especially at home this year. But I don't know. It was just I think we've scraped a few home wins this season, and that was another one. But onwards and upwards.
What do you think of that?
Similar, same. Scraped a few home wins this season. Definitely missing Rodri. Yeah.
Well, he's going to be out all season. How's he going to be able to cope without him then?
See what Pep pulls out the bag. I'm sure he's got something up his sleeve. But fair play to Fulham, made a game of it, or we might have made hard work of it. But
you can always rely on Pep to do something, can't you?
For sure. Who knows what? But yeah.
Bit of a mismatch. You know, I mean, we were good in parts and rubbish in others, but Fulham gave us a game, to be fair. It's always good coming here, though. There's always entertaining games, you know, and I thought in the end we deserved the 3 points. I don't know about you, what do you think?
It's an argument to say that Fulham were robbed not getting something out of that game, because they created so many good chances, didn't they?
They had a few chances, but I thought overall we just about deserved to win. It wasn't a great performance, but that's what wins titles, isn't it? When you're not at your best, then you win. You know?
Kovacic got the man of the match, would you agree with that?
No, I wouldn't. I thought Rico Lewis was the best player on the pitch, but it's all about opinions, isn't it? You know, at the end of the day. I think we'll be fine. I think we're going to win the league. You know, City, you know, we win these games where we don't play well, you know, on a regular basis. And we weren't great today, but we got the 3 points. And that's all that matters, isn't it?
I thought it was a good game because there was lots of goals. A good first game to go and see. But in the first half, Fulham were the better team, but then we were better in the second half.
So City deserved to win in the end.
Yeah.
What did you think?
Well, I thought it was an hard game. I was a bit worried actually. I'm not usually worried when we go 1-0 down, but I must admit this time I was worried because I didn't think we were playing to our best. But luckily, we got there in the end. That's what counts. So
you've had your first game. You're coming back again?
Maybe.
Hopefully.
Well, it's from Southampton, so it's a long way to come.
Once the blue, always the blue, eh?
Oh, that's it. And his dad's a United supporter, but we won't mention that.
I mean, with 3 points, we're hanging on in there. Not the best performance. To be honest, I'm not sure we've been great all season, but we're grinding them out, and you know, let's hope we can just keep going and start improving. I don't know if Pep knows what the best formation or the best team is yet, and we're obviously missing 3 or 4 players. But you know, up the Blues and 3 points.
Before the game, obviously the South Stand held a sign up saying for Pep to stay. What he said in a recent press conference was it depends on the motivation of the players, or hinted at that. So when you look at that game, does that convince you he's going to stay?
No, actually. I didn't think they looked that motivated today, and if I'm honest, I thought there'd be a better reaction to the banner, and Pep never responded to it either. So yeah, tricky times. I'm probably 60-40 in favour of him leaving rather than staying. Right, I reluctantly, I obviously want him to stay, but just the point, I don't know, it just doesn't feel quite right at the moment to me. So I don't know what's going to reignite it and give him the signs to stay, but behind the scenes, hopefully they're making up for some of that. I mean, the atmosphere again, not the best. Performance not the best. So to be fair, I think Pep's probably doing more than the fans and more than the players at the minute, if I'm honest.
Yeah, good 3 points. I said before the game, these games against teams like Fulham, even the Southamptons, Ipswiches, all these games without Rodri are going to be a worry now this season, because these are games we come into thinking it's going to be 3 points without being too cocky. But these now are a bit more of a worry, a bit more of a concern, a bit more okay. Are we going to have the players to be able to do it and win? And it was nervy for those. I mean, we started quite well. First 10 minutes we were all over them. They got the goal. It looked like it was coming, and it looked a bit concerning. But Kovacic, he replaced Rodri, or he's in Rodri's position this season. Just amazing. 25 million, what a bargain that was for what he's doing now. Great couple of goals. One deflection, it's a little bit lucky, but you need a little bit of that. And then Doku coming on in the second half and I mean, that goal for Doku's been coming for about 2 years, or a year and a half, because he cuts inside, he does that. It's that final third for him that's still lacking a little bit, but that's exactly what he can do. It was amazing performance when he came on. A little bit nervy at the end with the 3-2, but we got the result in the end, and that's what we needed.
3 points is 3 points. Pep Guardiola's side won 3-2 in the end, though it did get a little bit nervy, and personally I thought Fulham probably deserved a draw, if I'm being honest. I thought they were really good, one of the best teams City have played, but as one or two contributors have said, City haven't played absolutely at the best today. 2-week break now, international break. There'll be an audio podcast that I'll be doing, look out for that. Our special guest this week is Lee Jackson, the former City groundsman who's now moved on to new ventures. And during the international break, we'll be having a debate about all off-field matters, including people from the 1894 group, of course involved in that banner supporting Pep today, and other people like that. So I hope you'll keep watching the channel, keep listening to the audio podcast, and keep being a Blue. City win again. Pep Guardiola, for now at least, is going nowhere, because it's great to be a Blue.